This is the first year in Arukh HaShulchan OC. I apologize that my voice is slightly hoarse this week. Hopefully, it'll be better in the future. And this is the year for the first day, which is supposed to be first day of Shavuos this year, from Aleph to Aleph Ches. Ksiv Orach Chaim L'mala L'maskil L'man Sur Mishon Mata. It says that the pathway of life, it goes higher for people who are intelligent in order to distance oneself from the Sheol, from the pit down below. Be'ur Nira. It would seem that the explanation is Ki Malachim Nivru B'Sheni. Malachim were created on the second day of creation. Kavur B'Medrash. V'chem Avur B'Mizmor Barchi Nafshi. And it's also stated in Barchi Nafshi. Amekareh Ba'Mayim Ali Yosav. V'gomer Oseh Malachav Ruchos. It's a link between the splitting of the waters, or rather the splitting to between Shamayim and Oretz, between the below the Rakia and above the Rakia, and Oseh Malachav Ruchos, and making the Malachim water spirits. Aftos Hamayim Hayisah B'Sheni. It's the separation between the waters was in the second day. V'Abemos Livru Chamishi, and animals are created on the fifth day. Malachim Avdim Es Boram. Malachim serve their creator. Ve'elam Yetzirah, and they have no Yetzirah. On the contrary, Abemos Yeshnam Yetzirah, because the Yetzirah are emotions, and animals have emotions. Ve'elam Das, they don't have intellect. Malachim don't deserve reward for that avoda because they have really no impetus to do otherwise. Animals should not get an onish because they have no das. HaKadosh Baruch Hu therefore created man on the sixth day. He created him from two opposite poles. He put the neshama with him, which illuminates the person to know the Creator. Kimalach, just like a mouth does. The light towards God, the candle of God, is the neshama person. He also created him with a body which is coarse, like an animal. To eat and to drink and to sleep. So they're great wars which a person undergoes all the days of his life. The soul of the animal which he possesses on account of his coarse body tries to entice him to the desires of this world, like an animal is enticed to whatever it desires. And the holy neshama fights that desire. Marlo shelo lekach nivron, shows that he wasn't created for that purpose. But to serve God like an angel. And even the material things which a person is compelled to do, like eating and drinking and sleeping. The intent should be to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu with these activities. This says, which is the first line. According to the Ramah, that's HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I place HaKadosh Baruch Hu as if he was before me at all times. When a person dies, they show him that all of his deeds are written in a book. Today would say, according to the video, and that he signed on it that it's authentic. The person went in the ways of Torah. It's Ochel Gan Eden. He inherits Gan Eden, Shutanu Bilti Gvul Bilti Em Shechesman, which is a pleasure without any limits, without any limitation in time. So it's somewhat like the Rambam that Olam Haba and Gan Eden are the same place. After a person's death, it's an eternal state. And on this it is stated. These it is stated that those who went with Derech HaTorah mitzvah, that they will be satiated from the fats of your house, and the river of your pleasures will give them drink. Because with you is a source of life, or in your light we will see light. Chas v'shalom lehefech. With the opposite, chas v'shalom, yoresh Gehenna. The person inherits the hell. And all the afflictions of this world are nothing compared to the affliction of hell. Concerning these people who are yoresh Gehenna, it says, people go out and see the corpses of those people who sin against me. Because their worms will not die. And the fire which consumes them will not be extinguished. And they will be a mockery for all flesh. Hell has 7 names. Sheol, the pit, Vavadon, and loss, Be'er Shachas, the well of corruption, Uver She'on, and the well of confusion, V'tit Hayavain, and the quicksand with Samaves, and the Geshar of death, and the lower lands, the underworld. Anybody who was seduced by his Yetzirah, Nofel Shom, he falls there. Gam Tifteh, place of seduction. The place of seduction is prepared already from yesteryear. This the pathway of life goes on high to the intelligent one, in order to detour or be safeguarded from going down to the pit below. Klamar, meaning atah adam maskil. You, the person who is intelligent. So you have 2 pathways. Either to put your eye and heart above the Kadosh Baruch Hu, who is the pathway of life, or to look down towards the desires of this of the animalistic nature of the human being. Therefore I command you, your pathway of life should be only above, headed upwards. Laman sur made shomat, in order to remove yourself from the depth pit below. If you look down into the desires of this world, you're going to fall into Shol, which is the, so to speak, highest level Gehenna. It gets lower and lower. Of course, only actually arrive there after your death, but during your lifetime you fall from level to level, and then after death you are going to be at that level of Gehenna. Anybody with intelligence has to understand. Specifically, we see human king who creates a precious building which has 2 opposite qualities to it. Built within it precious stones of all kinds, and all types of precious stones. But also built it from pitch and dirt. Do you think that would one think that the purpose of the intended king was Shem Atit V'Afar is the purpose of the pitch and the dirt? It's clear that the purpose of the building is the precious stones. The pitch and the dirt are only to mechazik the building, that it should stand properly, strengthen the building. So to the King of Kings, God, who made create man in a way which is fused, Torah, from a holy soul, which is distributed from God on high, will return to God after its death. The Gami Guf of, and also from a coarse body, which is pitch and dirt. Can one imagine that the intent is, the purpose is the pitch and the dirt? The call of Cain, anybody who thinks that is only a fool and an idiot. That's how Kav Mahalal says, and you won't come to any sin. Damian boss is nowhere from where you came. To where you are going, etc. In front of whom you're eventually going to give a reckoning. Klomar, meaning, Hanashama Yichel Kaloka Mimal. The Shama was distributed from God on high. Tashul Nikon, it's going to go back to its source. Hefech on the other hand, a group Me'ayin Bus, where its body come from, Mitipas Rucha, from a disgusting drop. Ul'an Ato, or obviously referring to the process of conception. Ul'an Ato, where you're going, the Makam Afarim of a Tolea, place of dirt, maggots, and worms. This will clarify to you that the purpose is the divine soul. So therefore, above all, before all, a person has to know the principles of our holy and pure Torah. Hey, Yisod Torah Amud Avoda, the foundation of Torah and the pillar upon which our service is built. Leidas, to know Sheyesh Elokim, that there is a God, an ultimate power, Yachid, who's one, Yuchad, and unique. V'ubarak HaOlam, he created all the worlds which exist. V'mashgiach Alem b'chol eis, and he pays attention to them at all times. B'chol rega, and even in every moment. V'mali yitzur chas v'sham sukash gacha. So, Frega, could we depict even the removal of his attention, even for a moment? Then we would have to say that all the worlds would then return to emptiness and desolation. That's why it says the Shema. Hear, O Israel, God, our Lord, God is one. For Nehemiah it says, you should know today, but you should bring into your heart, that God is Lord on the heavens above, and on the land below. There is no other. Klomar, meaning there's no other power besides the Kodesh Baruch Hu. And he was the one who brought into existence all the worlds. And he gives life force to all the worlds. And he sustains it. When Torah is given, we saw this with our own perceptions, literally with our senses. You've been shown to know. God is the Lord, there is none other than him. Klomar, meaning, Hashem created all the world too much. He is the one who conducts and leads them forever and ever. And the very name which we give HaKadosh Baruch Hu Elokim, it means, its translation is attention and conduct. Attention to the world and conduct of the world. Conducting the world. There is no power which has authority, whether small or large, besides the Kodesh Baruch Hu. Vav. As these God we must love with a complete and total love. To the point that all other loves, like the love of himself, the love of his wife, love of his children, there's the love of money. You betalim neged avos yisbarach. They should be no relative to one's avos Kodesh Baruch Hu. They meklom mamish as if they don't exist. Love God, your Lord, with all of your heart, with all your soul, and with all of your resources. V'lashon ma'od. What is this language of ma'od? Klamar kol chaviv alecha. Ma'od, anything which is precious to you, very much so. Ma'od modecha, the most precious things to you. Tibatel neged avos yisbarach. Should be no relative to the love of God. Chazal expound on the words chol vavcha b'shnei yitzarecha. Because you serve Hashem with both of your yitzarim, the yitzar tov and the yitzar, the good and evil inclinations. Klomar, meaning shalotam yitzar came b'shem yisisas chol avor v'tzar yisbarach. Don't say, since the yitzar tries to induce you to transgress the will of God, why did Hashem therefore create? The message of God comes to say yitzar shalot tov elo. The yitzar also is l'shem shamayim, like Gemara says at the end of the first parak above Basra. He wants you not to listen to him. V'lo tishmai love. Don't pay attention to him and don't listen to him. Hashem decreed upon him that that's his job. She should try to seduce you, to transgress the will of God. They should be b'chiroscha tavod Hashem. You should use a b'chir to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'lo k'muchrach, and not as if you're compelled to do it. She said, "Ikar tachas b'yis adam." That's the purpose of man's creation. The Koach Zeh Gadomi Malach, and with this power to overcome the Yitzhar, a person is greater than Malach. Much Chasam Sifalv, as he wrote in the first Seif Echem Mevor Bazor. Also explains in the Zohar. Over Sifri, it's in the Medrash Tanoim called the Sifri, in Baschana Parsh, Slamad Beis. Darsha, they expounded, right? Mer. I'm sorry, I should have said Zayin. Over Sifri Darshu, in the Sifri they have a Drasha, Mer. Harei Omer V'ahavta Hashem Elokecha B'chol Levavcha. You should love God with all of your heart. Alavei B'chol Levavcha, love with all your heart. Avram Avinu. Like Avram, our forefather, Hashem, Avram Avi, Avram, my beloved. You found Avram Avinu's heart trustworthy before you. So that's Chol Avavcha. Chol Nafshcha refers to Ki Yitzchak, with all your soul. Ki Yitzchak, Shakarat Magav Yitzchak, was willing to be bound on top of the altar. Chol Modecha Ave Model Kinyan Yaakov, should be like Yaakov, Kinyan Shemer Katom Dikol Chasadim. All of the things you did to me, I am not worthy of them. All the chesed you did to me, I have to reflect back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'adam Usham, they also said there in the Sifri, V'ahavta Gomer Avei Kol Brios, make all creatures love HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Kavram Avichu, like Avram Avichu, tried to make all creatures love HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Like it says that they made souls of Choram, meaning Klomar, meaning Avram Avinu. Just like Avram, because he loved Hashem with heart and soul. He called people to believe in the divinity of God. So too you should do to make him beloved on the creatures with and to bring them close to Avodas Hashem. This also says that's in the Sifri. Since it says you should love any Yodea Ketzad Ovim, so I don't know how I love HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's the next verse comes says that these words of God should be today upon your heart. If you have the Torah on your heart, you'll recognize HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Klamar, Shemiz Bainus B'Torah with analysis in Torah or contemplation in Torah. It's going to be compelling in putting the heart, instilling the love in your heart. And that's in the chinuch. It's a tafid ches. Ches. The chen needs to be li-ra mi-bana b'yizbar. We're also supposed to have fear, or sometimes translated as awe, before Kodesh Baruch Hu. We see about Hashem HaKachati, we should have fear before Kodesh Baruch Hu. V'zel Lashon Rambam b'Sefer Mitzvot Mitzvot. The Rambam says, shetzivanu la'amin yirasa yis'alev li-pachim mimenu. Kodesh Baruch Hu to command us to believe in His fear, the fear of the Exalted One, and to be afraid of Him. We shouldn't be like free thinkers. They go by with a tough heart and without any reference to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, literally with happenstance. On show, we should serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu even with fear of his punishment, not just awe of His majesty, but fear of punishment all times. That's why it says, God, your Lord, you should fear. Saying a quote from the Rambam. Uchibura Gadol, in its great composition, the Arukh HaShulchan, the Rambam writes, Reish Perak Beis Misodei Torah, at the beginning of the second Perak Misodei Torah. Kasav Veicha Derech Lavosav Yirosa, how do you come to love and fear of God? Mishra Shizbon Adam Amaisa Bruv Ani Floim Agadoli, when a person pays attention, carefully examines his deeds and his creatures, which are wondrous and great. He's going to see Hashem's wisdom, which has nothing comparable to it and has no end. He loves and praises with air and glorifies. And he has a great desire to know the great God. My soul is thirsty for God, for the living God, for Hashem, the living God. When he thinks, contemplates these matters, immediately he's drawn backward. He's pulled backward. And he's going to be, it's going to have an awe and a fright. He knows he's a small creature, shfela, low, vafela, and dark. Omedes b'dalas kala, who has very small, little intellect, muta, which is light intellect and very little intellect, and that way he stands before he who is complete in his intellect. Moshe Mar David, when I see the heavens, the work of your fingers, etc. With humanity, that you should remember them. That's in the quote. Sefer HaMitzvahs Bier. In the Sefer HaMitzvahs, the Rambam adds, Yira Pshuta, there's a simple fear of God, Shira Soinish, which is the fear of punishment. Uvekan, and here, when he's talking about the wonders of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, in the passage we just quoted, he's explaining the awe of the loftiness of God. And the Sifri, we learned concerning this, Yira, there's no place where love exists in the place of awe, Vira Makom Ava, and on the face of fear, only related to God. Ayin Shah. Arukh HaShulchan says that love and fear are two opposites. But in the awe of the loftiness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, both of them can coexist and work off each other. They go to Malas or Musa Yisbarach because of the great loftiness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You have this awe of his great levels, and you love him with all your heart and with all your soul. That is the end of day 1 of the Arukh HaShulchan HaYomi.